Okay, I'm gonna make some seasoning up for this cast iron cauldron, and I'm gonna heat it up in my Scotch bowl. I've got some bacon grease and some good old Crisco. So I'm gonna light it up, melt it, and rub this thing down with a rag and put it over a fire and season it up. Basically just using the Scotch bowl because it's cast iron and want to heat it up pretty quick. Cast iron's pretty forgiving with heat as long as you keep it moving around. A lot of people say they can clean cast iron in fire and throw it in a campfire and stuff like that, but if you want a purple piece of cast iron, then go for it. It'll warp it and do all kinds of interesting things, and people always say, oh, my grandmother used to do that and all this other nonsense. But yeah, they did, but they also ruined their cast iron, warping the bottoms and cracking it and all that other fun stuff, and it turns it purple. Anyway, well, that's not the topic today. So I'm gonna melt this up, rub it down, and get this thing coated, get it ready for seasoning. Now that I have it all melted, I'm just going to apply it just by rubbing it all over, basically giving it a nice even coating. Nice warm boil. I'm not going to get it all over my sleeve, but it'll do the trick. And then I'll heat it over a open fire. I'm gonna use charcoal because charcoal gets up pretty hot. And as soon as it starts smoking, then I know it's polymerizing, basically. But yeah, just go around and around. But yeah, these pieces, you find these old ones, they're easily rehabbed if you just put a little time and just restore them. You know, a pot from the 1800s could tell a lot of stories if it could talk. And a lot of times these things were turned into flower planters, if you could believe that, but I've seen it. It's a travesty, but that's progress, I guess. Well, you know what I'm going to be doing for the next few minutes. I'm getting down to the nitty-gritty here. Like I'm polishing a sea mine. Did I get it all the nooks and crannies, and it's just a really interesting piece because it's double gate marked, and it's got some really neat lines and weird little impurities and stuff from the casting. But still a really neat piece, and historically it's very cool. It was a tool that people used in their daily lives, and I'm going to use it. And I'm going to make, basically it's going to be used like a giant Dutch oven. But yeah, fun stuff. Well, you'll see it over the fire here next. Have fun. I gotta go.